right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Undercrunch. Motion. Hey, 59. 47, Mike. 47. Yeah. You don't want none. Zoom. 47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check. 47.
Throwing again is Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On second down now, it's Miller. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Switch. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Alert. Kill. Slam. Check.
On third down, Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Motion. 52.
They're going for it. It's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
No, check that. 52 right here.
On 2nd and goal. Watson fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bronco score. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsey so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsey. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200-plus?
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Set, ready, 60 outlaw, topper, topper! Hey, Delta!
Block now to throw. Room to run past midfield. This is the tight end Fant. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. You might.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
You draw quarters. Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke steps away to his left. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Watch the pass. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Jack! Jim!
Leo!
Hatchet. Check 15, check 15.
Let's go.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
2nd down. Here's an option right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Drew Lock, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Check 24, check 24.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And Lobo. Recon, 132 fighter.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Lindsey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
64, weak. Now.
On 2nd and 12, Locke dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They look to throw. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
General West, ready?
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Check 99. Check 92.
Locke now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Locke will try again on second down. This is caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and goal, Denver.
18 Gator.
Eat. Get your swerve on.
Big river.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Roll out. Snap.
One more time with Lindsey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Trace on travel. Get it.
On second down, here's Locke. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Here's Locke to throw. And this one's incomplete. Philip Lindsey, the intended target. And now it's second down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Locke now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Let go.
Another run by Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. The Broncos had 15 4th down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
61, matchbox light.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check 3, check
31. 26.
That's it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
52. What we got? What we got? 52.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. The Broncos say they have it. They do. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
They'll go for it. It's locked. And it's caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going.
And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdoad record.
He is phenomenal.
He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
Check 52's to Mike. Let's go, deep.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Mario Addison. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watson on first down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. After the sack on first down, Watson, he sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They give him a gain of 37. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Both sevens and Mike. Go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Mike's 47.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Wide. Hopper. Slam. Kill. Turn it up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
At the 31-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Lindsey. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check 41.
On 2nd down, Freeman. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 18 Gators. 21 Mike. Quick toss 6-6. Bullet high.
Here's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Complete to Wright. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Greystone, travel.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Ready.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Texans' 35-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
In your face.
Topper.
Check 37.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half.